Okay, so in this quick video, I'm going to quickly show you how you can actually generate great quality leads. And this is after generating over 10 million in sales overall for our clients. And as you can see from our projects, 198K in 90 days. So we have a proven track record on what actually works in this industry so that you can actually get good quality leads from Facebook. So a lot of people think that when you use Facebook, you only get price shoppers, people that are just shopping around, and you can't actually get good quality leads. But I'm here to break it down to you that the reason why it's not working is because you're not doing it the right way and you're not using these fundamentals. So first of all, let's start with use video ads instead of image ads. It's not that image ads don't work, right? Image ads work really well, but for the whole ecosystem, you need to have video ads because they're always going to give you the better quality leads. Image ads, they will convert, but you end up getting a more price shoppers, right? This is talking about testimonials, selfie ads, before and afters. So just to give you an example of what this actually looks like for you, you can do like testimonial ads. Those always perform really well. Selfie videos like this one, right? Something like this. Or you can have something like a before and after showing a project like this. Or you can have something like this, or like a TikTok video type of style where you just show the whole project. Then you got something a bit more professional in this case where you show like with a drone. This one was actually used with AI, right? So you can use AI ads as well. Or you can also use, like I said, UGC, have one of your customers film it for you, or like a testimonial ad where you film the customer saying a little reviews about you. And something that also works really well is just having your crew installation and just showing the whole process, which people really like to see. So those are the typical videos that will help you not only get more leads at a cheaper cost, but also improve the quality of your ads, basically with Facebook. Right now, don't focus too much on pricing. One thing that I see a lot of people do wrong when it comes to Facebook ads is that they focus a lot on pricing, right? So here's just an example of what I actually see in terms of the video ads that you typically see on when Windows in the UK, right? This is what type of the ads that they launch. So you can see here that they're very focused on price. Like for example, this one really focused on price. Then you got multiple ones. This one again focus on price right here. This one again focused on price. So if you just go here, this one is focused on like a discount 15% off. And then we just have to scroll in all over the UK. There, everyone is literally doing the same thing. Look here, composite door from 995. Everything looking the same, 5 windows at a fixed price. So if you want to stand out, you can't really focus so much on price, and you need to focus on also doing personal stories. So just to give you an example of one of the ad accounts that we did, the ads are super simple and they're actually like an image ad, right? But the ads are super simple, and this one was actually really simple. It's just although it's an image ad, right? Because it's super personal, right? You need to try to include more personal things, like things that they experience on a day-to-day basis. It was really personal because this business owner, he actually worked with a big window company before. So we just included an image of him, right, with a good copy, just explaining the story, etc., and how they're avoiding doing bad things for their customers. And this ad is performing quite well, right? So 28 pounds, 35 pounds, right? So this is something that you can replicate for yourself. So if you have a background, if you have a story, try to include that as well, because those ads tend to perform really well. Now, use a landing page as much as you can, because although you can use a lead form, which is what most window companies use, using a landing page will usually get you higher quality leads. And this is what this looks like in practice. So have something really simple like this, where they can just click and just choose what they want. And the reason why landing pages are better than just simple Facebook lead forms is because once people are on the landing page, they will actually take the time to fill it out, while the lead form is just basically very, very quick, which also means you will attract more lower quality leads because it's so quick and so easy to fill it out. So here you get someone with much higher intent, and they actually get to see, once they fill out this form, you can actually add like a custom video at the end, so that you can nurture more of these leads and they can have a little bit more context about you and your story, and then they just don't forget about you. That makes sense, right? And then if you don't use a landing page, here's a hack that you can actually use to get better performing leads and higher quality leads. So one thing that if you are doing it that you need to avoid at all costs is that you need to use conditional logic. So essentially what this means is that you need to be able to filter out people that are not your ideal client. So for example, if you have your questions, you come here and you press here conditional logic, and all of a sudden someone that says, let's say you have a specific budget, that if they don't have the budget, then you disqualify them. So you can come here and put the type of budget that you are looking for. And if they are, for example, let's say they are below 5K, below 10K budget, you can just disqualify them, close the form for these people so that they cannot fill out this form. And basically, you only get leads that are qualified. So this is something that if you don't have the budget for a landing page, you don't have anyone to do this for you, just do this, activate the conditional logic on your lead forms, and that will filter out all of the time wasters basically. So here is the top performing window copy formula that you can use in your ads right now that will help you stand out immediately. So here's very, very simple: location, homeowners, a question statement. So are you looking for new windows, or have you been looking for different quotes, etc.? And then have like a curiosity offer, right? So what this would look like, this would be something like, okay, have you been receiving quotes, but they are just under 300 pounds, or are you tired of a window salesman, right? Or something like, here are the top 5 ways homeowners in your area are upgrading the windows without spending 10 grand on windows, something like that, something that calls out in the curiosity. And then you talk about your proof of what you've done, how many years you've been in business, how many years you've been in business. A lot of people, what they neglect to apply is basically using their reviews. If you have a lot of reviews, please include that, because that will give you a lot of proof and stand out over any other window company, right? And then you just say that what you're offering, like whether you have like a special offer right now, and then you just have a really simple call to action and you get them there. So this is very, very simple. Apply these steps and you'll definitely generate higher quality leads for your window company through Facebook ads.